to episode 8 of Beyond the Scoreboard with Eric.
And Blake.
We are currently recording on the 27th of April. It is 2:21 p.m. We're midway through the 5th round of the NFL draft. And the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic are currently playing Game 4, where it is currently halftime, where the Cavaliers are leading 60-51. We will talk about that game later in the episode. But for starters, let's talk about the first 15 picks of the NFL draft. So, Blake, with the first pick, this was a pretty no-brainer pick here. Out of USC.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, nothing else to say, really. Athletic, talented, has all the pieces to be a quarterback. They knew this 4 months ago. It was just announced today. No shocker here. Nothing really much to say.
And then, obviously, we move to the second pick. In Washington, they picked Jaden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU. What do you think about this pick?
Jaden Daniels, really good pick. There were talks about them maybe moving a little bit, but no. They were going to stay where they were with Jaden Daniels. Great pick. Versatile. Can run out of the pocket. Overall, good player. Great player. Top 5 quarterback in my eyes. Washington needed a quarterback, and they got what they needed.
I think he's a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
But, again, it's not my choice. We go to the third pick, where the Patriots pick Drake May, another quarterback out of UNC. What do you think about this pick from the Patriots here?
Drake May, so the Giants, I'll go kind of quick, but the Giants wanted to trade up. They're going to give their first this year, their first next year. Didn't work out. Same with the Vikings. The Vikings were going to give up their 2 firsts, a first next year, and some other picks. Ultimately, though, Drake May wanted Patriots didn't want to move. They wanted to go sit with the quarterback. And throughout the draft, round 5, they've been getting wide receivers, guards, centers, wide pieces to help him. So overall, they're doing a great job in the draft in terms of helping out Drake May. Overall, great job by that Patriots staff on really executing what they need to do for Drake May for the future.
Well, the thing is, and you were talking about the Giants wanting to trade up. I know that they were in very deep talks for a move-up trade here, but obviously they fell through, and they stuck with that 3rd overall pick. They picked Drake May, and again, look, I love to shit on Boston as much as I can, but this was a good pick. Personally, I would have tried to get Jaden Daniels, but I still think
for the Patriots.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'll do it quickly. Honestly, if vice versa, they wanted the opposites. The Commanders wanted more value. They were gonna want more picks for the future. And what I'm saying here, though, is that the Commanders will want a lot of value if they're trading back to 3. And the thing is, that would be bad for the Patriots, because if they get Jaden Daniels, they wouldn't have any picks for the future, for this draft and maybe next year's first, because of the situation with they had to give up more value. So the Patriots did a good thing by not doing that, because they're getting these pieces to help Drake May. If they got Jaden Daniels, they would have lost a pick or 2. That's not good, because you need those picks to help build a team. Because if you put Jaden Daniels, hence if he was on the Patriots, to New England, he's not going to do anything. Because it's going to be the same team with less future picks, because, that trade happened. But luckily, the trade did not happen.
Very, very good point here. Which leads us to our 4th pick from the Arizona Cardinals. They picked Marvin Harrison Jr. In my opinion,
number
best,
1
wide receiver in the draft, hands down. It's not close. Still think it was a very good pick. Arizona, and they needed some kind of weapon. They got him. Nothing much to say about this pick. But what do you think about it?
The number 1 wide receiver, they got to take him. There were early talks about maybe a quarterback, but that was very, when the season first ended. But now, this is a great first pick.
Now, with this 5th pick, it haunted you a little bit because of last year's draft, with the Chargers being 1 pick above the Giants. They picked Joe Alt from Notre Dame, honestly the best tackle in the draft as well. 6'9", 320, and ran a 5.05 40. What do you think about this pick from LA here?
So obviously last year, they were 1 pick ahead of us. Before we went up, and they got Quentin Johnson, we got Deontay Banks, but I wanted Quentin Johnson on our team, but they took him before, so I was worrying that this was going to happen again with the Chargers when they were going to take Malik Neighbors. But ultimately, it didn't. They took Joe Alt. Joe Alt's 6'9", 330 or 330
those lines.
Dude, he was good.
He's a freak of nature.
Yeah, no, he's big. He's talented. He's talented.
And again, like I said, I think he's the best tackle in the draft as well.
The best?
The best tackle in the draft, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Not guard, because those are 2 different positions, in my opinion. But regardless, we're going to move to the 6th pick.
6'9", 320.
That's insane.
Yeah, all right. But continue.
With freak of nature. With the 6th pick, the Giants picked Malik Neighbors, wide receiver out of LSU. Wide receiver who is considered one of the greatest to come out of LSU. He broke the record at LSU for single season receiving yards. As a Giants fan, are you excited for him?
I'm super excited, especially the fact that I do not have to go bald, because I texted my friend saying that if we got JJ McCarthy, I was going to go bald. So I am on top of the roof, they say.
You're on the moon.
I am on the moon. Yes.
Or you're over the moon.
I'm over the moon. Either way, I'm high. I'm high up in the air.
Okay.
What? Well, no, but Malik Neighbors.
I mean, imagine they picked like Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. I mean,
dude, shut up. Hey,
we'll get to that in a minute.
They could have been the next. They could have been the next Eli Manning for all you know.
I disagree completely.
You don't know, but hey, did we know that Tom Brady was going to be the best quarterback?
Well, no.
We know Mahomes was going to win 3. Did we know Mahomes was going to come out of college winning 3 Super Bowl rings? No. Maybe JJ McCarthy, is like the next Michael Jordan.
That's very true. But I do think that if they took Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr.,
dude, shut up.
Not only a reach, it would have been the worst pick in the first round.
All right.
But
okay.
We'll get to that in a minute. They did. They picked Malik Neighbors. Yeah, moving on to the 7th pick, where the Tennessee Titans, they picked J.C. Latham, a tackle out of Alabama. It wasn't the worst pick. We were a little shocked about this pick, obviously, because we didn't expect them to pick Latham. We expected them to pick Olafashua. For sure.
I was thinking Olafashua, Dallas Turner, the edge rusher at Alabama. I was expecting other picks, but not J.C. Latham. But he's still really good.
Still maybe a good pick.
He's a first round pick, but not 7. Not 7.
Still think it was a reach, but
a little bit. But I wouldn't say it's too much.
They got him. Can't go wrong with it. Now with the 8th pick, this shocked a lot of people.
Penix.
To say the least. It shocked me 100%. The Falcons picked Michael Penix Jr., quarterback out of Washington. Now, I don't know why they picked a quarterback, considering that over the offseason, they picked up Kirk Cousins. And they're paying him about almost $200 million for 4 years. Barring any injuries from Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix Jr. would not play until he's 28 years old. Now, you got to keep in mind, Penix is 24.
That's only if they actually keep him for all 4 years. My guess is they'll keep him for 2 years, the minimum. So he's gonna be like 26, depending on when his birthday is. But he's gonna be like 26, maybe 27. No, 26, probably 26. But still, that's kind of old for your first start. I mean, hey, look, you never know. Look at Kurt Warner.
That's very true.
So. But hey, right now we're looking at it like, wow, this is a terrible pick 4 years from now, he
They
could have
actually got
2 Super Bowl
They were
rings.
the only team in the first round, and I think they're still the only team in the draft to have an F overall grade because of their pick.
They got an F?
They got an F for their first round pick.
Yeah, F for what? Fantastic?
No, for failure. Like, shit, terrible. Disgusting. Not appealing.
I honestly hope Michael Penix wins his first game against the Steelers. I hope that. I
genuinely hope they don't.
No, they will. Michael Penix is gonna.
Kirk Cousins ain't gonna do anything. Penix isn't gonna do anything.
Romeo Dunze was the 9th overall pick.
Yeah, again, another pick
Great
that Chicago had.
Yeah, great pick.
I'm telling you what, Blake, that offense
DJ Moore
looks good, man.
Keenan Allen.
That offense looks legit right now. Early on.
I want to talk about an interesting trade though.
Okay.
The Jets traded away the 10th overall pick to the Vikings
to move down one.
I thought this was an excellent job by the Jets because you were still gonna get the same guy, and you got more draft value. That's a win.
Well, you gotta keep in mind, like, yeah, you're getting a lot of draft capital. I don't know what the heck the Vikings were thinking, though. You know what I mean? Because, like, why? Why would you give away that much draft capital? Don't think that the Jets were going to pick a quarterback. You could have gotten him at 11. A lot of people thought that the Jets were going to pick Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They picked the tackle. They picked all linemen so that they could protect Aaron Rodgers.
Honestly, great. I said from the beginning, I think it's the perfect fit because the thing is, you have all these old linemen. If one of them gets injured, which I don't want to happen, but hey, you got Ole for sure. He'll get the job done. So, I think this was probably the best choice for them, honestly. Because the thing is, if you're looking 3 years from now, that whole team's gonna be different. But at least you can have a really good offensive lineman. So
you gotta keep. The thing is, right? Like, this was again. We're talking about the trade like a little bit too much, but this was a complete W trade. And the GM of the New York Jets just, like, I don't know, pulled something out of his ass and he got it done. I don't know how, but he did. Don't know exactly what Minnesota was thinking because, again, they would have gotten JJ regardless. But still a good trade. Well, the Vikings obviously picked JJ McCarthy, and then the Jets picked Olia Fashua. But this pick, this 12th pick here, a little shocking too.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix, the quarterback out of Oregon, to Denver. Just about a week or two after the Denver Broncos traded for Zach Wilson. Isn't that
funny? Zach Wilson.
Now you got a little bit of a question to ask you here. Who do you think is going to get the starting job? Wilson.
Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. That's a stupid question. But you know what? There are no stupid questions though. All right.
No, there are 100%. Here's a good question though. Why the hell did Atlanta pick Michael Penix Jr.? But anyway. With the 13th pick, the Vegas Raiders, they picked Brock Bowers.
Interesting.
Very interesting because they already had a 2 tight end system with Mayer and then who's the second guy? I don't remember. But they had a 2 tight end system and they had Michael Mayer. So I don't know why they picked another tight end.
3 tight end, swap. I don't know. Maybe a 3 tight. Maybe they have a new system.
It's a good pick, but again, it could have been better. I feel like they could have gone corner here.
Well, how about you do it then, Havoc? How about you do it? How about you sit in the office? Yeah, I would love to do it too.
I would too. Like, I would so do it.
I would love that.
I would be a good drafter.
Okay. All right.
Anyway. We got 2 more picks to talk about, and then we will discuss our own team picks. And what
Talise, yeah.
Talise Fuaga tackle
Dude,
or
I
guard.
wanted this guy so bad. Because, like, he was maybe like a second rounder, dude. I thought I was looking at his stats, dude. Dude, he would have been so good for us. I was hoping that this guy was gonna fall in the second round. I was hoping he was gonna fall. But he didn't.
Well, the thing is, he's a great tackle. The Saints picked him up, top 5 tackle in the draft. Feel like they could have gotten him a little bit later, but not the worst.
Could they have?
Probably.
But
this one shocked me a little bit.
With who?
Obviously, the final pick that we're going to talk about. Laiatu Latu, edge rusher out of UCLA, going to the Colts with the 15th pick. Feel like the Colts should have taken Dallas Turner here. What do you think? What do you think about this?
So he didn't play that much, I think, because of an injury that he had. He's good. People compare him to Matt Miller's pro comp. This guy named Matt Miller. He's an analyst. He had him compared to Matthew Judon. I don't know that much about him, but I know Matthew Judon was a great player, so maybe there's some similarities there. I don't really know that much about him, honestly, but I think he looks good. He's 6'5", 259, not bad.
He's got a little bit of pace on him, but again, I feel like Dallas Turner is just a better edge rusher.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Obviously, Dallas Turner ended up getting picked at 17 to Minnesota, but could have been better. But regardless,
yes,
we're going to stop talking about the top 15. Let's talk about our favorite team's picks so far and what we think about it. So you can start, and then I'll drag it.
All right. With your
you guys had one first round pick, right?
Hey, let me go. Let me talk. Let me cook.
Well, I just need to follow how many picks you guys have.
We have picked so far 4 players. We have 2 more picks left in the 5th and 6th round. We drafted Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, which we needed. We drafted a Tyler Nubin, safety, the number 1 safety in the draft, I believe, and so other people believe, as the number 1 safety, which we needed after Xavier McKinney's departure. So we got a good safety for the next 4 years. We got, that was the second round. In the 3rd rounder, we got Andrew Phillips, Kentucky, corner. Small, no interceptions that much, but he's good with breaking the passes up. He's very good. They had him at an overall grade of 74, but hey, we don't go off of you don't grade someone off of their talent. Sometimes, hey, maybe they'll show up. Maybe the grade now might be accurate, but you know what? It may be different next year. Malik Neighbors, his grade was a 95. Maybe it'll be a 98 next year. So these grades can change. We got Theo Johnson out of Penn State, the tight end. I was a little bit shocked in the beginning because I thought we could go with an offensive guard, offensive tackle, or even Spencer Rattler. But it was told from my inside source that the Giants are preparing for if and when Darren Waller retires, because there were rumors going around that he was going to retire and he was uncertain about his career with the New York Giants. So we got that as a safety position, a safety position. Like, oh, okay, if he leaves, he leaves. But if he stays, he'll got a good tutor. But honestly, dude, he looks good. Mel Kiper had him as a first rounder, but with injuries and something with his hands, with how he controls his hand movements. But other than that, dude, he's a first round pick. But I'm glad we took him. That's it for the Giants as of right now. But Eric,
you're pick 31 in round 5, and then pick 7 and 6.
Yeah.
But so
with your pick,
I'm not 100% sure. Obviously.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up because I don't remember anything later than the 2nd round.
You got some pretty good guys.
With the 20th pick, we picked Troy Fantanu. He was a guard. Guard out of Washington. Good pick. It could have been way better, but it could have been way worse. So I don't hate it. Oh, he's actually a tackle, not a guard. Sorry. With pick 19 in the second, we picked Zach Frazier. We very, very badly needed a center.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. We got another quarterback off the board finally. Spencer Rattler's going to the Saints.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, the New Orleans Saints just selected Spencer Rattler. But
That's
continue.
insane.
Continue though, sorry.
So Zach Frazier in the second round, again, very badly needed a center because we got rid of Mason Cole because he was absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Very good pick in my opinion. And then obviously we had two round 3 picks this year. So we've picked 5 players, and we're gonna pick 2 more for a total of 7 guys. With the 20th pick in round 3, we picked Roman Wilson, wide receiver out of Michigan. Good pick. We got rid of Deontay Johnson. We need a wide receiver 2 at least to pair up with Pickens because just Pickens wouldn't have been enough. So in my opinion, good pick. He's a decent wide receiver. He's a great route runner. So we got another good one. And then in pick 35 of the third round, we picked Peyton Wilson, linebacker out of NC State. Very good linebacker. He's very good at reading the pass. So, in my opinion, another really good pick. Now, this one, I don't hate it, but so far, I think is probably the worst pick in the draft. Mason McCormick, guard out of South Dakota State. Now, he's an FCS player. Obviously, he went to South Dakota State. But I don't know if I like it, in my opinion. I think it could have been way better. But could have been way worse. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. And obviously, the Steelers have 2 more picks left, both in round 6. Unless they do some trades or whatever, which I don't think they will, because they're not the type of team to do that. But essentially, that's the Steelers side of the draft so far. Obviously, if we're recording long enough to see the rest of our team's picks, we will talk about it. But for now, good.
Just a quick, hockey for a second. Not too long, but the Islanders are losing 1-0 against the Hurricanes, and the Carolina Hurricanes can sweep them because they're up 3-0 right now. You need to have 4 wins to move on. But the most importantly though, the Rangers are 3-0.
Yeah, and I think they play game 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, they do. So that's huge. I'm excited. New York right now is, playoffs, draft, all this hype.
It's up and down right now.
It's up and down.
Obviously, there's some people in New York that are Rangers fans, and then there's some people that are Islanders fans.
Yep. And Devils fans.
Now, being in North Carolina, everyone's buzzing about the Hurricanes right now. So, I'm tired of hearing it. I'm very tired of hearing it.
I know I'm switching here. But basketball, speaking of New York as well, the Knicks are up 2-1 in the series. Now there was some talks about Game 2 with the NBA did say that there should have been calls by Tyrese Maxey in the final seconds of that game. That was on Sunday, I believe it was Sunday or Monday or Sunday it was. But it was Monday. Thank you. Clearly, the Sixers should have won that game if those fouls were called. But
They
going
ultimately
into
they dominated Game 3 and got it done.
yeah, but I want to say something to the Sixers fans. Oh no, it's not fair. You guys got lucky, and there should have been fouls that were committed. Dude, it's fair game now because Game 3, Embiid should have been ejected like 3 different times in that game. He kicked Hartenstein. He grabbed Mitchell Robinson by the legs. There was at least 3 plays that I saw where he could have easily been ejected. Easily been ejected. He had a flagrant one already in this game, in the beginning of the game. So let's relax with the 76ers fans. Oh, you guys got lucky game 2. Now in Game 3, Embiid should have been gone in the beginning, and he wouldn't have dropped 50 points on us, and we would have won that game.
Now,
so
let's not point this out to.
Let's not go back and forth with, oh no, it's you. No, it's fair game now. It's 2-1. Fair.
I was just gonna add to it, to the Sixers fans. Sure, Embiid may have dropped 50, but you got to keep in mind that 15 or 16 of those points are free throws. He's the definition of a free throw merchant. He is not that good. Don't even know how he won an MVP. But what can you do?
I like Embiid. I like the team. I know I'm kind of trash talking the Sixers right now, but all I'm saying is now it's fair game. It's fair game now. He should have been ejected.
Obviously, so Game 4 is at 1:00 tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Knicks are looking to go 3-1 up, going back to the Garden for Game 5.
Which would be huge. Which would be huge.
You got Philly looking to even the series.
Mm-hmm.
After being
going back 2-2 would not be the most. It's got to be 3-1.
If it goes to 2-2, then the game 5 is going to be the Turner, though. That's the thing. It's going to be the series Turner for sure.
If it did go to Game 7, would it be in New York or would it be in Philly?
Game 7, New York.
So, okay. Well, that's really good.
Game 5 would be back at MSG, and then Game 6 would go back to Philly.
And then depending on how that goes.
It used to be 2-3-2, but then they did 2-2-1-1-1.
1. Yeah, okay.
It's kind of stupid.
Again,
they should have just done 2-3-2. It's so much easier. But regardless, obviously, again, Philly looking to even the series. The Knicks trying to go up 3-1, going back to the Garden.
They got it. Yeah.
As of right now, Cleveland, they're down 14. Orlando's also looking to even the series, going back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves are 3-0 up on the Suns right now. What do you think about that series? Surprising, right?
My thoughts about the series is that it reminds me a little bit of the Brooklyn Nets when they had James Harden, Kyrie. I know they went deeper in the playoffs, but I just feel like I'm being remembered of the same team. They're good players, but I think it just shows that, having all these talented Hall of Fame players on one team just can't get you a ring. I know there's been some cases where that has happened, but in most cases, look at some other teams, recent history. They can't win with all the superstar team. I mean, yeah, it's happened a lot of times, but there's been a lot of times recently where a super team just can't win. Brooklyn, LA, Phoenix now had an all dominant. Lakers had Russell Wilson at one point. So I know in the past maybe that would have worked, but now it certainly does not work anymore. Just having an all dominant, having 2 MVPs on your team, Hall of Famers, it clearly doesn't work anymore.
It's very true.
But the Magic go up 86-70 with 11 seconds left in the third. They can go up 2-2. They can be tied 2-2 in the series.
Going back
which
to Cleveland,
means
which would actually be decent because
but the thing was
good in Cleveland, so they need
because the Cleveland won 2-0, and then Magic are winning 2-0 when in terms of where they play at home.
Well, yeah, they're just sweeping at home.
Celtics and Heat, dude. I want the Heat. Don't get me wrong.
I really want the Heat. You have no idea.
Listen to me.
I don't like Tatum, and I don't like the Celtics.
Listen to me. I like the the Heat. I don't like the Celtics, but you know what I do? What I do enjoy though, seeing a team that has been good for so long since Tatum got there and have not won. I think they've been through so much struggle. I think if they were ever to win a ring, it's got to be now, and I wouldn't mind it. Let me clarify. If the Knicks were playing the Celtics in the finals, I'd rather have the Knicks. Just clarifying. But if the Knicks aren't in the final and the Celtics were, I wouldn't mind seeing the Celtics finally win a ring because, they've been through the ups and downs. They've been to the conference finals. They've been to the NBA championship game. They've lost, and I respect that of them, They finally win. They definitely do deserve the name champion because they not only have won, but they have gone through the downs and the ups. And I think that would really solidify them as a champion team, and that just building a team, hard work, you're going to lose games, but ultimately you're going to win at the end. So the Celtics are really good, and I got to admit, the Celtics are going to win the series. The Heat shots at most 3-point attempts more than the Golden State Warriors, which is pretty shocking in the playoffs. The Heat are going to have to make every single shot if they want a chance to win.
Look, if they play the way they did in Game 2, this is going to be a good series.
By making 33s. Or they made, how many threes did they make? Like 25, 30? They made an crazy amount of threes Game 2. They made a crazy amount. I'm pulling it up.
They made 23.
How many attempts?
43.
Yeah.
Still though, got it done.
I know, but they gotta produce that number. Like, that's crazy. I don't think that's gonna happen again.
Shot 53.5% from 3. But regardless, again, I really do not want the Celtics to win the series. I think they will, but as someone who hates Boston sports, the Celtics better not win the series. I really want the Heat to get it done without Jimmy Butler. That would be insane.
And there is no word yet. Right now, if he'll be coming back.
He's got like an MCL injury. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. So he's out for the series at least.
So we could see him coming back.
If the Heat can get it done, if they can beat a powerhouse team like the Celtics, they'll get it done with the next series.
2 weeks. So 2 weeks. He could maybe come back for Game 7. If that comes to it.
Probably. But it's also 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, no. I think most likely they'll probably he'll be back for the second round.
But yeah, so anyway, with the next series that we're gonna talk about here, Bucks Pacers, a little bit surprising. Bucks down 2-1 without Giannis, granted, but still. Pacers fended them off in overtime.
I was watching that game. Middleton did all that he could.
I think he dropped what? He dropped like 43. 42 points.
He made the 3-pointer to not only to tie the game into overtime, but to tie not only to tie the game in regulation to force overtime, but that he tied the game in overtime until Tyrese Halliburton hit that 6-second shot left in the game in OT. The Bucks are terrible, dude. They have gone through so many injuries. They're not going to win the series.
They're not good without Giannis. I agree with you.
Yeah, no. But the Nuggets and Lakers.
Lakers, not that surprising.
But the thing is though, the Lakers can win. They're always up at halftime. The past 2 games they've been up at halftime.
The problem.
They cannot finish a game. They are so good. They play so competitively in the first 24 minutes of the game, and then they get sucked for the rest of the game.
Here's the thing, though. So, obviously, they play tonight. They play Game 4 tonight. Obviously, win or go home for Lakers. For the rest of the series, I don't think the Lakers can go 4 straight.
They cannot. They cannot.
There's no way. Jokic is way too good.
Especially that they would have to win. They would have to win at Denver. They would have to win at Denver. No.
I think Lakers are winning game. No, I think they're going to take game 4 but lose game 5.
They're getting swept.
Dude, just listen. It's LeBron. Like, come on.
Oh, it's the Joker. Like, what?
I think Lakers are taking game 4, then they're going to lose game 5.
And then
it'll be Nuggets in 5 series. But, it's just my opinion. What do you think about this Thunder Pelican series? Obviously, they play in about half an hour.
This is a great series. I guess with Zion Williams was able to play. But I think the series would definitely be 1-1 split right now if Zion was playing. But OKC, they're a bunch of dogs. They're
gonna win in 5. I think. That's just my opinion. I kind of wanted to see the Kings in there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they couldn't get it done against the Pelicans. So now the Pelicans are there. I think Pelicans down in 5.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you were saying, Thunder, they just have a bunch of dogs. Nothing really too much to say about that. Now the Clippers Mavericks series.
Dude, I watched the Mavericks game. I watched the Mavericks game last night with Russell Wilson getting ejected. Oh no, Russell Westbrook, not Wilson. But he got ejected. Dude, I got the Mavericks winning the series, dude, and I'm so glad that winning the series 2-1. Keep it up. That's all I gotta say. Keep it up. That's it for the bracket.
But in terms of though, obviously playoffs. There's a few games tonight. Obviously, Magic still up 18 with 10 left in the 4th.
Yeah.
It looks like that they're gonna take game 4, even the series going back to Cleveland. How do you think the Thunder's Pelicans game is going? Or series is gonna finish?
Thunder's Pelicans. Give me the Pelicans
for the series.
Oh no.
No, how do you think the series is gonna go?
I think 5 games.
Okay. I mean, I think. Look, don't get me wrong. Thunder has a lot of dogs, but the problem is, and I did just say Thunder in 5, but they're young, so they're bound to make a few mistakes. So I'm gonna change my answer a little bit. I'd say Thunder in 6. I don't know if the Pelicans are going to even the series going to game 5, but I do think that they'll take 2. I think that's going to happen. But how about the Celtics Heat series? What do you think? What do you think?
6 for the Celtics.
In 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. We saw a different side of each team in game 1 and 2, respectively. I'm gonna say Celtics in 7. I think it's gonna go to 7.
Nice. I love game 7s.
I think Celtics in 7. I think it's going to be a tight series, and then they're just going to take game 7 in dramatic fashion. What about this Nuggets-Lakers series? So you think it's done tonight?
Sweet.
You think it's going to finish tonight?
Sweet.
I think in 5. I think that they're going to be forced to take this game.
Sweep.
Okay. How about that Knicks-Sixers series?
Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6.
You're gonna think I'm crazy for
saying
don't
say it. Don't say it.
And as much as I hate to say it, Sixers in 7.
Oh, game 7 would be a killer. No.
I hate to say it, but I think it has to be done.
No way. No.
I think it's gonna happen. I hate to say it. Like I hate to say it. But dude. I don't think. Obviously, I think that they're going to even the series going back into the Garden. and then they're gonna split those games 5 and 6 respectively, and then it's gonna go to 7 back in the Garden, and I think it's gonna be close, but I think that Philly's gonna take it in 7, unfortunately.
As for baseball, real quickly.
Hold on, we got 3 more series to talk about.
Oh, all right.
Clippers Mavericks. How do you think that's gonna finish?
Mavericks in 6.
I was gonna say that too. Mavericks in 6. It's gonna be they've over the course of the past few years they've played a lot in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, back when they were in the bubble, they played in the first round, and then you got 4-2'd. But I think they'll get revenge and they'll get it done in 6. Now the Bucks Pacers series. What do you got?
Pacers in 7.
Bucks in 7. I think it's going to be close, but I think the Bucks are going to take
it. Yeah.
Now, the final series here. The Timberwolves and the Suns. What do you got? Obviously, Timberwolves already have 3. Huh?
Sweet.
So you think that it's going to finish tomorrow night?
Yep.
I'm going to say in 6. I think that Phoenix is going to
wake up. Why, you got them winning back-to-back? Back-to-back, really?
Yeah. I think they're going to wake up a little bit.
I respect. You could see what happened. Bradley Beal said in an interview, "This can't be happening. We're gonna be ready," or something. All right, fair, really fair.
All right. Well, that's enough for NBA. Obviously.
Yep.
Again, just to point it out one more time. Magic up 25 with about 8 minutes left, and kind of excited to see what they do. They outscored them 37-10 in the third. That's insane.
Okay.
But all right. Baseball.
So not that much really going on right now, but Yankees have a 17-10 record against the Brewers, 17-8, and the Brewers won 6-7 last night in the 11th inning.
Yeah, they went to extra.
Yankees.
I don't like how they split with the A's, dude.
It's whatever. Like, you gotta get over the A's. Like, hey, it happens. The worst team had like over 30 wins or something. So
I mean,
it happens. It happens. Dude, it happens. It happens. Off day for Judge. No, but he's slowly getting better. You just gotta let it go.
Off day for Judge. He's having a terrible season so far.
He takes time, bro. Takes time to hit that ball. You try to hit a ball that goes 98. Ain't easy.
Obviously, they have this 3-game against the Brewers, and then they have 4-game coming up, going into the start of May with the Orioles.
Yeah. So the Mets. After the Mets, then we'll conclude. But the Mets are the Mets. The Mets are 13-12, so not the worst, but not the best.
Hey, I don't even care as long as the Yankees are better than the Red Sox. I don't care.
Yep. But yeah.
Hands down.
Shout out to the Jets with how they're doing in the draft. They're doing really well.
Yeah, what's the live picks right now? As of right now.
Well, I'm gonna talk about the Jets picks. We got Olea Fashua at 11, pick 11. Malik Corley, which is a huge wide receiver pick. Malachi, sorry. And then Braylon Allen, which is a huge running back out of Wisconsin. And they still got 5 picks left. But the pick that we're currently on, Eric, you said? The current pick?
We're currently...
The Dolphins are picking.
Are on the clock, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. We're round 5. And, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to wait a little bit for your pick, but...
Yeah, but,
pick 31. But then...
Jets got back to... The Jets got a pick... Jets got 2 picks. 2 out of 4 in the last 4 picks in the final 5th round. That's pretty nice. All right.
Then, yeah. Well,
pretty good.
Regardless.
All right.
We're going to end it here. Thank you for watching episode 8 of Beyond the Scoreboard with Eric.
And Blake.
And take care.